Surya,
Nice to meet you.
nice to have you here.
Thank
We had
you.
one meeting before, and I actually met you because of app you built, which connects ChatGPT to WhatsApp, so you can like message ChatGPT 4,
Yes.
voice memo to it, ask for photos, send photos, everything even for free at the beginning.
Yeah. So this app, I built it on WhatsApp because I thought it was easier to access ChatGPT. So the new chat with AI and everything via your phone. Because I think mobile first is the new way, right?
It is.
So you can just record your voice, your image, and anything, and then just send to this WhatsApp bot. So you can reply to
Dude,
anytime.
I was blown away. It's so easy, so fantastic. I send it to my mother. I can send it to my grandma. She doesn't need to log in. She doesn't need to
Did
learn
you do it?
anything. I send it to my mother.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't. She didn't use it. She didn't react to it.
Yeah.
Don't
Do you know
think
that
she
I
understands.
actually send it so people of my generation, so like 28, 30, this age, they were really enthusiastic about it. Then I sent to my mother. She was a bit like skeptical, but she tried and she was amazed.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to my grandma and she blocked it.
She blocked
She
it.
actually blocked the Teddy, it's called. So Teddy is a friendly
Yeah.
bear,
Yeah.
like a boat, and she just blocked it. And I told her, this is not great for my reputation because WhatsApp is checking, if so many
yeah.
people are blocking it.
Yeah.
It's just funny to see how people from
React.
different
Yeah.
generation react to these AI things.
Oh, that's a great story. That's a great story.
Yeah. This year I will be talking about AI in different conferences. The first one will be in Bulgaria in Nomad Fest. So the thing as I'm explaining in this conference is you cannot resist progression. You cannot resist change. You have to adapt. So if you're a photographer, if you are freelancer, creative or anything, I think the solution is not to react and to do like my grandma, blocking AI, but just to see, okay, how can I use it for myself?
It is scary. I have this part who also, and I have some friends who are like, I'm not using it. I'm not going to support it. It's the devil, some say.
The thing is, there's like the bell curve, right? So about people using it or not, we will be like the first one to use,
Yeah.
and they will be the last one or in the middle. But
Yeah.
it will happen. It's like internet. Oh, I don't like IT. It's connected to I don't know what, but we cannot resist. It will just
It's
happen.
like a
That's
phone.
it.
It's like a phone. It's hard to resist, right?
And we saw this petition that people, some people say Elon Musk signed it. I don't believe so, but there is a competition telling this big corporation to stop the progression and to stop training.
Slow down.
Slow down for
Yeah.
6 months, but to stop actually for 6 months training it. But this is not possible.
No.
In the economy, we cannot just stop like something in the progression, especially because it will be like a competitive disadvantage to do it in front of like China or other country
Right.
doing. So we
Yeah.
cannot stop
It's
progression,
a
and
fight.
it will just happen. And you have to embrace it and see how can you apply it to your business. How can you apply it to your activity as a photographer, as a podcaster, or whatever thing you're doing.
editor, yeah.
Even as an employee, if you're working in a business and say, oh, I'm a copywriter, I have this amazing job paying me well, but I will be replaced. Maybe you won't be replaced if you use AI. You can, for example, 10x time your productivity. You can create more content and, for example, revise and read again the content that is created if it's
Yeah.
great or not, instead
Yeah.
of just saying no, everything will. Like this, something that we say is AI will not replace you, but someone with AI will replace you.
Oh, wow. I never heard that one. This is a
Yeah.
good one. AI will not replace you, but someone with AI will replace
Yes,
you.
exactly. So you need to embrace change. And
That's amazing. That's a good one. That's scary. Yeah. Okay, let's keep like, why should people listen to you? I know why, but why should other people? I
So-
would call you an AI specialist. You build products with AI. You help companies implement AI to their like people come to you to get advice and to help them implement stuff, right?
Yes, so I have an IT consultancy called Deep IT Lab, and we expert on AI and automation. So we help other businesses automating the process with or without AI. So AI is great, but some use case it's not useful, right? So you can automate some stuff, or you can automate with AI, and it will depend of the use case. And why? Because actually we've been using OpenAI for the last 2 years. So
Wow.
people are using ChatGPT I think it was like beginning of this year, like few weeks,
Few
I don't
months
know,
ago. Yeah.
few weeks,
3 months ago. Yeah.
yeah, 3
Something
months
like
ago, ChatGPT was released and it was a big boom.
Yeah.
And the reason why it was so successful is because people could picture something with a UI. UI is like a user interface,
Yeah.
where you can see, okay, I click here,
It's user friendly. That's why.
and you can
right?
see it.
Yeah.
Before you had to connect with like technical stuff,
Yeah.
called like API, where you
Yeah.
connect two programs together.
Yeah.
But now with this interface, when you have a graphic, you can see something, you're like, oh wow, this is really big. The technology is not that new. I mean, the last GPT-4 was actually finished 9 months ago.
Really.
But the OpenAI did a good job about making it.
Releasing it.
Not only that, but they make sure that it's secure and not doing like hate speech and something like this.
Yeah. Make it safe.
Actually, that's another topic we could talk about is the ethic behind that.
Yeah.
The ethic, because
That's a
for
big one.
example, I tried 2 days ago to translate I don't like Putin the dictator, and it was fine. And then I wrote I don't like Obama the dictator, and then the algorithm blocked me and said no, you cannot say something like hateful.
You wanted to you ask it to translate something bad about someone else.
So I wanted to translate, let's say, from English to French.
Yeah.
I wanted to translate from English to French. I don't like Putin the dictator, because currently, you know, this thing with Ukraine and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not positioning myself politically now,
Yeah.
but this is just like a
test.
a test about this AI algorithm, how it's reacting to different
Yeah.
ethic question.
Yeah.
So when I ask, okay, translates from French to English,
Yeah.
I don't like Putin the dictator. From English, and then in French it was fine, like just like the translation, I got it. And then I did the same. I don't like Obama the dictator, and then I had like a message, no, you cannot translate that, this is hateful and everything.
Yeah.
So this is very interesting and important to think about the ethic behind.
I actually saw something like this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw something. They did it about Trump, and then they did it about Obama or Biden.
Yeah,
About Trump, they had no problem doing it.
that's the thing, huh?
And about Obama or Biden, Joe Biden, it didn't have any problem. Yeah, it has bias or it has people behind it.
But the thing is, you cannot also not control it, because then you can say something, oh, how can we stop climate change? And then the reply would be, oh, kill all the humans.
Yeah.
So you have to say, okay, that's a way to stop it, but
Yeah.
then
It's
if
not
you don't
ethical.
do it, okay, because otherwise the algorithm will calculate, okay, the easiest, fastest, cheapest way
to
to
kill all
everybody
humans.
is to do this.
Wow,
But then
yeah.
you cannot give this
Yeah.
thing to someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go back to the topic. So you're talking about photography and you want
Yeah.
to say, okay,
Have you ever worked with other photographers before?
not, but actually I was myself a photographer a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been thinking about it a bit.
How to apply AI in photography?
Well, how? The first question will be, how would it change us? What will it? Does it even matter to us, to photographers?
So, in my opinion, something that will still happen and more would be quality is reality, like authentic experience. So, for example, if you, let's say, you're into wedding photography, but you want to spend as a client, you want to spend the least money possible.
Yeah.
But maybe there will be an AI, you know, that you can AI yourself in a dress as a bride, or like you can do some stuff about. But maybe you want to have the experience of the photographer coming to your wedding and want to make the people comfortable, you know, because it is a big job also to contact with the human, right?
Photography is not about a camera, for sure.
Mm.
It's more than a camera. It's about being a person and a lot of it.
And then, you know, this memory, because if we talk about authenticity, maybe you will have the perfect photo of you, your partner, or with your family, but if it's fake, if it didn't happen because, let's say, your aunt was still in other country, so you Photoshop her, or like you use AI to generate her face in the wedding picture, it's like fake memory.
Yeah, it's not memory. It's
Like just generated. So I think you will have some stuff like that. For example, I don't know, if you want a new LinkedIn profile, you don't really care about the experience when you took this photo.
Yeah.
But
right.
something that is probably taking memories. I'm just brainstorming with you right now. I'm just thinking, because I saw some website from people that I follow, and there's like photoai.com from Peter Level, which is you can put your face, you put like 150 photo of yourself, and you get like really pretty photo of you with any clothes, any background.
Yeah.
And
So you text, you write it. Hey, make me in my wedding with a handsome man. It will do that, right?
yes, and not only you upload all the photos that you have from you, 100, 150, and then say, okay, my dress in red
Yeah.
with a mountain background,
Yeah.
and then you have the photo.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So you could basically also order products like this, because I know it's a big problem for brides and groom to find the right dress and the right clothes. So then like they will upload a photo of themselves and then they say, oh, I want this wedding dress. Can you make it a bit bigger here? And they could design like this wedding dress.
Actually, so this is not for photographer. That's more like for e-commerce.
Yeah.
Because they like, you can put the clothes on you,
Yeah.
and then you can see how does it feel like.
Yeah.
So actually, one of the vertical that we work with Deep ID Lab, my IT consultancy, is e-commerce, especially B2B e-commerce. And this is very great for them. People working in like service industry and still with the contact with the client, I think client will be very happy to pay high ticket service to have like the contact with a photographer. Actually, even if like in the future I will get married, I will think about getting a photographer for my wedding, doing analog, doing film camera.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's so authentic. Actually, so I stopped doing photography, but I have my film camera with me here.
Yeah, that's the best.
So some people will go toward AI generated, virtual and everything, and some people, I think the gap will increase, and other people will go back to authentic, old school,
True.
Vintage, and you can see the trend of selling film camera on eBay. It's like growing. Even
true.
like I heard the vinyl industry is still very high.
Vinyl, you mean?
Yes,
music.
the music.
Yeah,
Because it's
I
like
agree.
authentic and everything.
Quality. It's a memory. It's a style. It's a style. It's a class. Yeah, but what you said was really interesting, and I could now imagine it as being two categorized. People use photos to show their life, to show off, right? So for a LinkedIn portrait of them, they want to show off, like, look how successful I am, or on Instagram and stuff. But they also use it as memories for themselves.
But the LinkedIn photo, I'm not sure.
What?
So let's say you want to do a shooting for your wedding. I think this is about memory. But if you just want to put on a resume, on a CV to get a job, I don't really think you care about the memory behind this photo.
No, you don't. That's what I'm saying. So humans, we use photos for two reasons: to show off and to have memories. Maybe, I don't know if show off is the right word, but to show ourselves and for memories. And then AI is perfect to show off.
Yes.
Right? But for memories,
you can put
it
a six
doesn't
pack,
help too much.
Everything. You can Photoshop yourself,
Yeah, and then it's all about how authentic and how real are you really, and how do you feel about having a fake stuff. People do it on Instagram. I mean, girls with body and stuff, they do it a lot.
And actually, I have to say, it's not very new. It will just be available to the public, because if you're a good Photoshopper, I don't know if you say that, photo editor, you can anyway already do anything you want.
True.
It's just that now AI will automate that for you.
Yeah.
So instead of paying...
it will give access to anyone.
Anyone,
right?
yes. Now you have to be a good... Because if you know how to use Photoshop very well, you can do everything you want. You can change your face, you can put your body more slimmer.
I'll tell you what I'm most scared of, okay? I think phones will be so good in the future, and they will be combined with AI in the app. So people will be able to make photos in their phone like professional cameras, and you will be able to decide, oh, this I want sharp, this I don't want sharp. Like, you will have more options than we have now with expensive cameras, and you can edit however you want. So you can get better photos than professional photographers in 5 years with your phone than now with a professional. So that might replace wedding photographers, I think, or any kind of photographers. It will give access to anyone.
Yeah, that's a good thing. And probably the future of photography will be with an iPhone, right? Or with any phone.
Yeah.
You don't have to focus with the title and the material that you use. I think the solution is like the experience you give. If you give them to like a client a very good wedding experience because you have a good phone, but you know how to make them comfortable, and you know how to place the aunt and everything. I think it will be about experience, relation with clients, and authenticity. If you can show them, still, I know not only myself, but many people are paying for film photographer, like the analog way of having, and this is really
that's a good point.
Authentic.
Yeah, anyone can do it. But yeah, so this is the point. A photographer is more than just having a camera. It's also about learning how to make people comfortable, how to be confident with
leading
people,
the model,
leading them, guiding them. It's a specialty. The only thing I would think is that we will not be able to charge, like now photography, we charge a lot because of the cameras. They're very expensive and all the gear is very expensive, so we can charge a lot. And then when anybody can have it, then the value of photography will drop down.
Depends. If you're very good at leading model and if you're very good at placing people on a wedding, it's like even if you give like a very expensive camera to a beginner, they will not make awesome photo
because it's too complicated.
Yes, it's
but
the same.
AI makes it simple.
Yes, but then it will not be authentic, because if you take like a photo from the ground and you take like the auntie from the ground and she look very fat after on the photo, okay, maybe with one button AI change it, but is it really her? Or anyway, the thing is I cannot predict the future, how it will happen. Maybe we won't have phone anymore. Maybe it would be contact lens. It will be just like a neural link, in the chip in the brain. But I think we have to be able to adapt and to see what's the trend and to embrace what's happening.
So we can't now really. It can go so many directions.
Yes, exactly.
And it will go all of the directions.
I think AI could be like a big black swan, something that we didn't know that could happen.
Like a black what?
Black swan is like an event that you don't know that could happen, like internet.
Yeah.
Everybody predict, okay, industrial revolution, we had car and everything, and then internet happened. And like, wow, so many things changed. I don't say that AI was not predicted, because we knew that for 200, more than like 100 of years. Like, okay, with mathematics you can say that it will happen, but we were not like ready. It just happened like this. And to be honest, at the end of the year, I don't know how it will be the end of the year. Maybe we will just write, I want to watch a Netflix TV show about X, and then you have your own TV show.
So you are also really, we spoke last time about that we're both really into mindset and like everything is the mindset. What would you, and we learn a lot about mindset, we study that. What would you think is right mindset to, like, you can be scared of AI because it can take your job in 1 year, half a year, but it can also give you more money. It can give you a lot of things.
So the mindset is, as I said, is to be able to embrace adaptability, like to be able to adapt. The right mindset is to open your mind to the new thing happening. And when we say technology, usually we talk about something that is not stable yet. It's more like, that's why, my grandma doesn't want to use it, but she has an iPhone, so she was not the first one to have an iPhone,
Right.
So embrace change. You have to accept what will happen. You cannot go against the wind, go against the flow.
Yeah, you cannot control life. It just happens to you, and you can be excited about it or scared.
And what I want to say is, now is the moment, really. Now is the moment that you can really create your own startup about anything. Go mainstream. Actually, the bot I created called Teddy, this I think is really mainstream. It's for everybody asking any question. But I think big money now is in startup or any small project that is in a niche. So it could be AI for photographer, but this is already too broad. I know people already niching down, so go find another niche.
Wedding photography.
But it could be, but for example, someone generate online decoration, interior design. So this is already happening. Take a photo of your bathroom, and then you say, okay, how can I remodel it? How can I make it nicer? Then now you have a model online, but you can go niche. I don't know, you can go for vets, or you can weddings. It could be just about a LinkedIn profile.
I actually have an idea for an AI. It's about videography, and it will connect to the API of ChatGPT. So basically, you upload a video to you import a video to the software, and it will make text out of all the video, and then it will create reels, or it will create anything you want
Yes, okay.
by asking ChatGPT, this is my text, what kind of reels can I make of it? And it will make you
Cut.
10 reels.
And it will cut the reel
It
for
will
you.
cut everything.
Oh, that's amazing. I think so many people in content creation are wasting so much time
Oh,
just
yeah.
about finding the right
Yeah,
footage.
yeah. I actually have an editor,
Yeah.
and I tell him, like for this podcast, for example, I will tell him, make everything into text, like how do you say?
Transcript.
Transcript it into text, and so make the whole podcast into text, paste it in ChatGPT, and say, hey, I'm a photographer and I want to make reels from this podcast. Where and what words should I use for that? And tell me exactly where to cut it, and it will tell you the time and everything. So my video editors don't need to look through an hour podcast. They have it in 1 second. That's amazing.
Actually, with the technology we have, it's already possible. Just now that it was released to the public, just give some time to all the entrepreneur guys, people, girls that want to create something like this. For example, with the idea that you have when you transcript the video, you don't have to ask someone like a human to do that anymore. With a Whisper, which is also another API from other algorithm from OpenAI, you can just send the audio or even a video, and then we do the transcript. This is actually the technology that we use for Teddy. You do like a voice note, and then there's a transcription. So in the back end, what's happening is you do the voice memo. Then I send to Whisper API. So then it will transcript to text. Then I feed OpenAI algorithm GPT-4 the text and say, this was recorded as a voice memo. Just reply.
Wow.
That's it. So you could do that with your footage, get the transcript. Where does it sounds good for making a reel? And then the other thing you need to do is just to cut,
I do feel it's too late to do that, and I do feel that any day someone can just do it.
Of
because
course.
It's too simple.
And actually also the other thing is many people are creating startup and everything, and then there's just the update of ChatGPT, and then you can just
Do it in ChatGPT.
Yes, exactly. Like with the plugins now, ChatGPT can do so much stuff. So that's why the secret is go niche. Maybe don't do for any reel, but the reel for this. I don't know.
Find one specific person, help this specific person. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All these big companies, Facebook, Amazon, OpenAI now, they focus on the public, on everybody. You have to focus on a vertical really niche. It could be dentist in new area, for example. Let's say you want to be a photographer for dentists that only speak English in Holland, and this is now, and if you do a product like we do reel with AI for dentists speaking English in Holland, it's very niche. And then if you go and like people will feel like, okay, this
People
is,
fall in love with it.
it's not only because it's a good product, but because they will feel that you talk to them.
You talk to them, exactly, in the marketing and everything. How would you say that photographers will be able to use... No, the first question will be, what do you think AI will change in the life of a photographer?
I think you cannot maybe start so easily anymore. It will not be like, okay, I just buy a camera and I'm a photographer now. You can either do just with one click. What I mean is being like a professional photographer. Maybe the gap will be bigger between the really big expensive, what was the name of this photographer, the female girl, I don't know if you know. She did this Louis Vuitton campaign with
I don't follow photographers.
Okay. Well, it's the portraitist Anne Lebonic. Anyway, so this girl, she will have a job anyway, like for sure. Like the photo that she does, this is for sure. Like Dolce Gabbana, Chanel, they will not pay AI. That's, I'm really sure. Or they will pay a famous photographer that charge a lot, that use AI.
Being famous is different than being a photographer, though.
Yes, but what I mean is these big brands, they want someone, in charge that show them confidence. What
Yeah.
I mean is it will increase the gap between really big professional photographer and if you want to get started as a freelancer, you can, because then you will be with the cheap range. That my guess, huh? I don't know. But because let's say wedding, your uncle will be able to just take a phone and then do the photo. So why paying someone, let's say 500, which is like cheap for wedding? Either you pay someone $50, your uncle, or you pay the best photographer for having the best wedding photo. I don't think it will be easy to just buy any camera and being an average photographer.
Wow.
Either you like a cheap one or the expensive one.
Wow.
And this will happen for all the jobs, I believe.
Wow.
My guess is that at some point it will be so cheap to do a task. So a task could be anything. It could be deliver food to a customer. It could be transportation. It will be so cheap because all the automated process, the self-driving cars, that it will not make sense to pay like a cheap labor. If you want to have helicopter coming to you to pick you up, okay, you will pay a pilot. That will be expensive. But if you just want to take a cheap taxi, like a Uber, like the cheapest, if you don't want to have the experience, then it would be automated. So this would be the same for photography. If you don't care about the experience and you just want to get your photo done, then you don't need to have an average photographer. If you want to have the best experience, you will find like a human. It will be like a luxury to have a human,
Wow, that's amazing.
I think so.
That's insane.
I
never
so.
thought about it.
And the problem, in my opinion, is people that are not willing to adapt and have this kind of job. They just do it for the money because it will be replaced by AI. If you do it because you're passionate and you're always learning and you use a bit AI and everything, then you will succeed as a career. Any job, if you, let's say you do Excel, and then you do finance, Excel, everything, like you just log into Excel and you put some number. Yeah, but if you deliver a report, like to your manager about finance, you found a new stock, really great, you met the owner of this company, blah, 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 then you will, that's the difference. If you just do the thing in an average way, or if you do it really, not only by passion, but really with expertise, and you always grow every day, you learn more. For example, if you want to go from point A to point Z with Uber, because you just want to not waste money. Then if you have a self-driving car, you don't care. But if you want to, I don't know, go by the coast of France with a Porsche or Ferrari with a driver,
limousine.
This is an experience, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes and often we pay stuff not for the outcome, but for the experience.
Yeah, we don't solve. Yeah, so wow, that's a big deal. So basically, what you're saying is that the whole middle class not the middle class, but the whole average photographers or anyone in any industry will be replaced by AI because it will be able to do it in the same level or better.
And cheaper, probably.
And much cheaper, for sure. But the professional, how do you say top professional?
The expert.
The experts will make even more money.
I think so. It's like, let's say now we're in Kopangan in Thailand, and to come here we had to take a ferry. Well, it was just like a transportation. I mean, it was very nice, the view and stuff, but if it's a pilot or if it's automated, like, I don't care.
Right.
It's a ferry, right?
Yeah.
But now if you want to do a cruise by the sunset and the captain is here, with you, the hat, and he will give you some champagne and then explain you the area. You want to do that with AI, say, oh, look, this is a new island. You want to do that with the experience of like the human, and you want to feel,
Wow. Do you think it will also create this gap in humanity? Poor versus really rich?
Yes.
And the middle class will...
Totally sure. For sure.
Oh, that's really scary.
It's scary, especially because a lot of people are not willing to change and to adapt.
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, there are a lot of protests in the USA about truck driver. So we don't want to lose our job. The thing is, they don't seek to, like, I'm not sure. I don't say that it's a bad job, but how many of them really love their job as a transporter? Maybe half, let's say half, just to be
safe.
Yeah, to be safe. The thing is, they could, instead of that, I don't know, learning how to take care of their grandma or traveling and finding you place, I don't know, retreat center,
Yeah.
like to focus more on human service. For
Yeah.
example, all the thing where people are taking care of human, like a nurse and everything, I don't think it will be replaced that soon.
No.
Because the human connection is important.
Yeah.
But the thing that is just utility, like a transportation, like the cargo ship or stuff like that, that could be just logistic. And there's not really human connection when you have to deal with a big cargo ship. Well, I don't know, I'm not in the industry. So this thing could be replaced, I believe so. But it doesn't mean that the people doing it are not worth the job. No, it means you have to adapt. I think it's the same time when we replace people, I don't know how to say in English, with a horse,
Yeah.
and then you were in the back,
Yeah.
with a car.
Yeah.
Okay, some people lost their job, but now we still have taxi driver. Okay, before you needed maybe 4 people to manage like 8 horses. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now you need only 1 person to manage a big bus.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, but the thing is, these people, okay, they lost their job, but they're not home, how to say, without any job anymore. They have to adapt to new transition. And the thing is, imagine a graph like this, and this is like human progress, and we're still here.
Yeah.
It will progress a lot, and I think in the next few months it will be crazy the change.
Yeah.
You have to adapt.
Yeah.
And people that don't really like their job and just do it without expertise because of the all the human labor,
Yeah.
the boring job
Yeah.
that you don't want to do it will be replaced. That for sure.
Yeah, I think so as well. I will tell you what I really feel. I'm a bit scared.
Yeah.
From what you last said about that the gap between the poor and the rich will be much bigger. My biggest fear is actually total control. Like we've seen a bit during Corona, and that you cannot go out of the house. They want to lock you in. Those kind of stuff, I don't trust, and especially the richest people in the world, I don't trust too much. So this is a bit scary to me, I will tell you that.
Yes, this is true. Well, also this is what I believe, to not believe anything that the government is telling you, right?
Yeah. Hello. Yes. Thank you, Cup. Can we get it without the plates? Just like this. Cup. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
To freedom now.
So yeah, you said that you're a bit scared now about the situation that will increase the gap between the rich and the poor.
Yeah.
So my opinion is it's true. And what will happen, this is my prediction, there will be a, how do you say, UBI, universal revenue for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say in English, but basically that everybody will get a salary.
Yeah.
Provided by the government.
Yeah, no matter what they do.
And the thing is, they did some tests in Holland actually, and in other countries. In my opinion, this is a personal choice, but I don't think it's a good idea. But it might be the only solution.
Way, yeah.
So what happened is, if everybody will lose their job and will be replaced by AI. Okay, let's say you had like a 20 euro salary per hour, and then the AI can do it for 1 euro.
Yeah.
Okay, it's much cheaper. Everything will be, even for less,
10 cents.
everything will be so cheap to achieve. Then where do you get the money? Then you will tax these big corporations like Facebook, Amazon, whatever.
Yeah.
You will tax, and then with this tax, you will have to pay the people that lose their job.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in economy at all, but this is my guess that will happen.
Yeah.
People will lose their job.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but some of them. And then what we do with all these people that we need to feed and everything, we will give them a salary. The problem is, I don't know how it will be in the future and how the politics will be and stuff. But if it's like China, that is actually right now, they don't get a universal salary, but you have like a social score. And then if you're a good citizen or no,
Yeah.
what if actually you did a protest that is not very validated by your government?
Yeah.
Let's just cut you 50% your
Your
salary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have no control.
Yeah.
So this is a bit scary, and thanks to cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
that maybe will play a role in this
Yeah.
thing.
It will.
It
It
will.
will. I'm
no.
positive about it.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
see. Today Bitcoin reached 30,000 US, so it's crazy.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
amazing.
lot.
I believe.
If I'm
in
not
Bitcoin.
mistaken, but I
Yeah.
just saw some chart.
I support it.
So there is the thing to be aware, and if you receive free money, it may be not a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. But for example, we saw with the economy in US now. Again, I'm not an expert at all, but they distribute for free this stimulus in the US economy during Corona because people couldn't work. And then what happened? If you give free money, then the currency devalue, lose value, and now there's the crisis with the US dollar, which is
even though it's still the same. I'm surprised, but it's still
they
the
try
same.
everything to fake it, but at some point it will crash.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing it will again, you scared about that it will create a gap. You don't have to be the victim of what happened. You can still, learn how to program. You can combine programmation and photography. Learn about AI as well. Embrace. If you're able to adapt fast, you will survive. Let's say.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Or thrive.
Scared.
Or thrive.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, of course. Some people will make a fortune soon.
Yeah.
Some
Anyone,
startup.
right?
Yeah, the thing is, everybody could just have an idea now. You don't have to know how to program. You can use no-code tool. You can create like Teddy, the AI bot that I created was 90% only with drag and drop tool.
Yeah.
So
and if you need any code, you just ask ChatGPT.
Exactly.
I did it
as well. Yes. Does it work?
Yeah, it did work. I used WordPress to build my website. Had some bug. And I asked some groups on Facebook. People didn't really comment, didn't really know how to help or want to help. I don't know. But then I asked ChatGPT. It told me, just replace the code with this code.
Yes. Actually, no, there are so many opportunities now. This is the crazy thing, and I feel wow, it's amazing time. Not only if you're a programmer, anybody, if you're a little bit entrepreneur doesn't mean you have to have your own company, but you like to create. You have to. So you like to solve problems, something like this. Then yes, you have a lot of opportunity.
Self-motivation, right?
It's like before. If you were born 200 years ago, I think you had really less opportunities. Some people, make a lot of money with mineral and in the ground digging gold and stuff. But that's not for everybody. Really now, if you have an internet connection, you can learn anything on YouTube for free. You don't have to pay for courses anymore.
So what kind of opportunities would photographers have?
That's the thing. You have to open your eyes. I cannot tell you do this, do that. You have to check. Okay, maybe tomorrow there will be GPT-5. What can GPT-5 do? I know that that GPT-4 soon will be able to receive images.
So that's not up already?
No, still not now. But the algorithm is ready, not for the public. So already think in advance, right? ChatGPT has plugin now.
Yeah.
What can you do about that? ChatGPT will be able to receive images. So maybe you say, okay, I will create a plugin once this image is ready in ChatGPT to auto-edit a photo for Instagram.
Yep.
This is just like simple idea. Okay, it will be replaced maybe by another update, but you have to go with the flow. It's not about building a company that will work for 1,000 years or 500 years right now. We're talking about, okay, opportunities, let's check, in finance, in photography, it could be social media. Also, it's important to check the trend. Like Instagram is a great tool, but now it's has been used for many people for the last 2 years. Maybe TikTok is also a bit old, let's say now. I'm not a content creation expert at all, but I know that you have other tools. I know that Twitter has some audio enabled room now that you can do. You have also Facebook Reel that nobody use. Use the thing that nobody use. That's also the thing. If you do the stuff that people
invest in what you think will grow.
Yeah, but that's also something I heard is if you baker talk about Bitcoin, it's too late. If my baker told me I need to invest in Bitcoin, maybe it's too late. Think ahead. Okay, what's the problem now that I believe it's possible to solve with AI, with ChatGPT? Just ChatGPT. People are selling prompts,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, really?
So, for example, what you can already think about, the best prompt to edit your photo when you can send it to ChatGPT, for example.
Wow, that's an interesting.
People are like Mid-Journey. This is another.
Creative.
Do you know Mid-Journey?
Yeah.
So this is you can generate photo or images, and people are selling prompt to generate images. Some people are creative,
Really?
So it's
wow, solving problems. That's
solving
what
problem.
Money is about. Solving problems.
And you don't have to solve someone else's problem. Right. Like Teddy, the bot I built on WhatsApp was really about that. I wanted to access ChatGPT by phone, by voice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you pay for it?
we got a credit by
Yeah.
OpenAI.
Yeah.
So now not, but then we have to pay, yes, for every request to
But do you
OpenAI.
pay for your chat?
No, for me it's free, of
Ah,
course.
for you it's free. Okay.
My Teddy is free
Yeah.
for myself. I mean,
Funny.
that's a great thing as a
Yeah.
owner of a product. You can use it for free. It's like
How much people do you have actually using it, paying? Like
paying.
yeah.
I don't have the stat right now, but I know I have like 120 user, and maybe 10% are paying.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
10%. It usually is 1%, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, there's another guy with a similar thing. He said he has 0.1 paying customer.
0.1. Wow. 10 is amazing. I actually thought about paying as well.
Yes.
Yes.
So what was restricting you then?
Just thinking. Okay, now I need to put my credit card. All this energy, I would think I could just do it. ChatGPT. Just do it with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Do it, it's a small thing, small energy thing.
I saw you try to enter your credit card, but it didn't work. No.
Where
In the ChatGPT, the Teddy.
No, I didn't. No. But just thinking about, okay, now I need to put my credit card in. No, I can just better do it in ChatGPT if I already do the thing.
But you know what? I'm just had this idea that I have another friend around here. He also is into AI with photography.
Really?
So yeah, and he created mobile app. This is also a big thing to make money. You don't have to create by yourself. You can ask someone else to use ChatGPT to generate your own app. But he is in the App Store. His app to restore photo and to I think edit or something. One is restoration photo. And then it's like avatar, something like this. You can generate your own
a 3D
photo.
model.
So if you take a photo. So my friend here, he has an app where you take an old photo, like the printed one.
Yeah.
But it's like broken.
Yeah.
And then you can restore the photo.
Yeah, make
photo
it high
restoration.
quality.
Yes.
Make it high quality. And
The thing is, he's using leverage and arbitrage. So what's the great thing about now? Personally, I don't believe this is for the long run, but you can use arbitrage. What do I mean is algorithm that is already existing for free and make it easier for the public. So this algorithm to restore old photo is free. It's online if you know how to program. So what he just did is creating the app. And
he connected.
Exactly.
He connected nerds to the AI nerds to the photographers.
Yes. And if you can anyway just make the life easier to some people, I know that people are paying for Teddy, the WhatsApp bot, because they don't want to switch on their computer. And just for this click that you save them in their life, they will pay.
Yeah.
So it don't have to be the biggest new invention, the new startup. Just make the life a little bit easier, just a little bit easier.
Alex Hormozy says, if you can save anyone in the world 10 minutes in their life, you'll be a billionaire.
Yes.
Billionaire.
Yeah,
billionaire,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So you're in the way.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. For photographer, for example, it could be how to find a photographer for the wedding with AI. It could be any part of the process because I'm pretty sure as a wedding photographer you have many process. Dealing with client, like how to find them, how they find you, and then being on the site. I never shoot a wedding, but you have to prepare. Maybe you go one day before to check the spot. Maybe you arrive there, then how you talk to the customer after the performance, after the service, how you give them. So maybe just out of this process, you can help people just like one part.
Wow, that's a big one, what you just said.
Yeah, you don't have to do the whole thing.
Okay, so you just gave me an idea, a big idea, because wedding photography is about giving extra, luxury things are about details,
Yes.
right? And what you just gave me is a huge detail idea, because I was thinking also a couple books me, okay? And then sometimes you to make all the extra details, you want to send them an email before the wedding. Hey, I'm so excited. I'm looking forward. I'm preparing this and this and this. It looks very professional. Even a personal video or call them. All those small details, they add a lot to a luxury experience, especially to make your value up. But AI could do that itself. For example, after the wedding, maybe a year after the wedding even, it will select the best photos from the ceremony, will design a beautiful blog or page or a PDF, and it will send it to them or print it for them and send it to them directly. You don't need to do anything.
So this is why we also do automation, because this is for me more automation than AI. It's like thinking about your process and what you can automate, and then you use AI or no to select the image. For example, it will be with AI, or it will be but the PDF generation on this email automation that it's possible to do it. But to give a better experience, for example, this you can use automation and you can deliver better. How can you do more with less?
There is actually an automation app for photographers, which is insane. Insane. It's so creative, it's so brilliant, and what my clients see it, they're like, "Wow, Sam, this you're you are like next level professional. This upward my value a lot, I think, and it's just insane." It basically, when you upload the photos, I used to do it before with WeTransfer or something. You just send the photos, they download it, and they got it. But you upload the photos, they get a beautiful online gallery, and on every photo, they can click print. And they just click print, they add their bank details, and the photo will send it to their house. They don't need to do anything. I don't need to do anything. And it takes the high-res photo, it's creating low-res and high-res, so they can download whatever they want, because not everybody wants a 30 megabyte file. And it will print it for them. It will create an album, a wedding album. So now I don't need to design my albums for my weddings. The clients do it themselves using an automation, using my website. And it creates the album themselves, and they can just like change, I don't want this photo or this photo.
But that's, I believe this is...
One more thing.
Yes?
It also, after a year, it sends them an email. Congratulations, your wedding was a year ago. Here's 20% off if you buy a print.
Yes.
Brilliant.
I also believe, that could be great to give to the clients to do it, more for like middle range wedding, but like top level wedding, let's say you have to shoot David Beckham. I don't think he would select his own photo.
Select
his own photo and then to print. He just want the guy to do it, to human to select. So you can use for yourself AI to pre-select, I don't know, the blurry photo. This is probably AI can do it. Remove all the blurry photo. And then what could be very interesting, and now it's AI, I don't think this exists already, but how do you select photo?
That's the big problem.
And you or another photographer will select different photo. I don't say that one is better than the other. Maybe this one has an idea of telling a story with this one. So maybe you can train AI the way you would select the photo, and then it just select for you. Because I know as a photographer, so much time spending just on selecting photo.
You've seen my meme also. That
I was a photographer also, so I know it's just you have some technique to go it faster and in batch with Lightroom and everything, but at some time still you have to spend time selecting photo and then which one are the best, and then you edit the really best one.
It's the worst selecting. That's the biggest problem, I think, for photographers.
And what I say is not only replacing the whole photographer, but for example selecting photo and then editing the base, like the contrast and everything, and then the really touch that is like artistic touch, then you will still do it. This is what I really believe is we are at some point where we will not replace human right now, like totally, but we will replace a part of the task that human are doing. So if it's about selecting photo, automated, replaced, and then you still do your job. And then you have to spend less time doing useless stuff. It's not useless, but if it's you can focus. You can focus with the client relation. And
I have a feeling. I have both feelings about AI. It can be horrible and can be really good. And I think it will be both at the same time. But the good thing, I believe, and tell me how you see it, I think it will give humanity more purpose. Because people will not do things for money anymore. They will do it for themselves because they want to, because this is what they want to give to the world. For me, this is what money is about, giving.
Okay, so this I cannot predict because the thing is, the nature of human are lazy. It's lazy.
No, you did not say that.
So that's the problem.
Wait, where did it come from? I don't believe in that.
So people are paying to have something easy is because we are lazy. At some point, if I automate my own life with my own business, if I use AI, and if I spend 1 week building Teddy on WhatsApp, it's because I'm lazy opening my computer. This is the way I say.
I don't think that's the right word though. Lazy. We do want experience. We want to go meet a new partner.
But if it's something that is not useful or not interesting, you don't want to do it. Okay, so what I think about what will happen is, yes, it will give you much more time. But some people, you know, when they're very successful, they get depressed. If they have enough money, they get depressed. And this is like, oh, what? But I wish I would have so much more money. I know some people really, and I also know some people that don't get depressed. But you have, imagine now you have, let's say, 10,000, which is enough to live probably a decent life anywhere in the world. 10,000 euro per month for the rest of your life. You say, okay, amazing. I will do, I don't know, surfing, kite surfing every day.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that, and then 2 months later, what do? Okay, I do skydiving, base jumping. Okay, and then what? So there will be some gap where people will have to connect for sure to the purpose, but some will just get depressed, I think.
Okay.
And I know,
But then it's a mindset thing.
I know from my personal contact, people get enough money from selling their own business to just start a new business.
Yeah, you need to run after something. You
Yes.
want to solve problems. You want to have a purpose or something.
So
right?
do photography if you like it, not if you do it for the money, of course, but also because you like it, you know. And you will be able to automate the boring part and then still dealing with clients. Imagine you don't have to deal with editing and the selection of the photo. Would you be willing to drive 2 hours instead of doing all this thing that would, I don't know, let's say 10 hours of editing and selecting?
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, you drive 2 hours just to meet the client and say, oh, this is the photo.
Yeah. This is the most fun. Yeah, this is the most fun
But,
part, to meet the people.
I know, but probably a lot of photographers now, they deliver photo remotely by WeTransfer or whatever,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
But would you be willing to not do the WeTransfer anymore? Go with a USB stick or whatever, like a experience.
Yeah.
You don't do the editing, you don't do the selection, but you go with the experience. So you go back to the house of people, the client say, oh, look, I will show you the wedding photos.
Yeah. You make a presentation.
Yeah, but I think it could be very nice.
Actually, I know photographers that do that. They don't go. They have a studio and they make the clients come to them, and then they have a whole presentation.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they charge extra.
They make more money.
Yes.
They make more money, but also the idea behind it is really smart because you got married, your emotions are super high, you want to get those results, you want to see your photos. So when you see the photos, you're most emotional and they want to be there because they want to sell something.
Okay.
Which is a bit,
Yes.
But then, like, because the emotions are high, then they can sell the most.
Yes.
So after the wedding, they will make also a lot of money because the emotions are high and they will sell prints, they will sell a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is, don't be scared of just losing your job, but be open to embrace change. A change could be instead of spending hour in your computer editing photo, maybe it would be automated. Then shift your time and go with the client, you know,
Exactly.
go door to door and say, oh, look,
Go do
Why?
what you love.
so many photographers, I'm pretty sure they just want to get rid of the photo. Now it's edited, they send, Dropbox, whatever, done. What if you can save 10 hours? Are you willing to take 1 hour extra to meet again the client to say, look, I really believe this is...
I think yes.
Yes, but not all. And if you go to the shortcut, say, okay, you know what? As a photographer, I will just automate everything and I'm done. I think you will not get the big client. But if you shift and you, okay, instead of sending by Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever, you automate your editing thing and the selection, and then you go back to the experience.
Yeah, that's smart. So you say you could or you have two options, or you focus on quantity. So instead of going and giving personal touch to the people, you do other jobs and you make more money and you do a lot. So you will do quantity, or you do quality and then you charge much more. So maybe 10 times more, and you go and you give this personal touch, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's your own choice. You have to try out, of course.
Yeah.
Some people for sure will go for the shortcut. That for sure. People will not do anything. Oh, you know what? I don't need to do, and they will not think about it. Oh, I was a photographer. My job was to edit photo. Now I don't need to edit the photo anymore. I charge same price. I just don't work anymore. I think they will not. It will work for a while, and then people that want to increase quality will win at the end.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is, okay, automate my editing, and I want to improve the experience. Then they will be the winner at the end.
Yeah.
You have to focus on the quality all the time.
Okay, so this is a way to involve with AI.
Also, AI and automation is really the way to improve your quality, actually, because you can decrease the amount of work you have, and then you can increase the quality in other parts.
Yeah.
So, for example,
Attention.
let's say you have one client bringing you 1,000, and now you automate that, you break that down by twice. So let's say now
you
it's
save twice more time.
yes.
Yeah.
You can take 2 clients, or you can take, let's say, 1.5, 3 clients, 1.5 clients, and then you increase the quality of the 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to do you.
Yeah. So you think the way to involve with AI will be to focus on quality
Yes,
instead
of
of quantity.
course. That's totally for sure.
Why for sure?
True. I'm not convinced.
Because I'm not sure really
Yes.
myself. Because quantity is also a way to go, but it will kill you.
I think you have the 2 ways.
Yeah.
Right? You can do to the mass, or
You know what I believe? I think people want to go to quality, but they just don't believe that people will pay for it. I just learned this year, so a few months ago, I learned that you can charge for a wedding 50,000 euros.
yeah.
That's insane. I never thought you could. I thought max 10, 20.
Yeah.
15 max. That's the max I heard. And then I heard 50, 60, 70.
Yeah.
Maybe even 100K you can charge for one wedding. One day of work. That's new for me. So when you know that, you can really focus on, okay, now I can focus on quality. I can,
Of course.
yeah, now I can, I have a reason why to focus on quality, right?
The thing is coming with responsibility as well. If we talk more about photography, like if you have, I don't know, 50,000 gig, like in a wedding, big contract, you cannot do mistake, right? Because the client will probably expect the best
Yeah.
thing. This is
Yeah.
something you have to deliver. They want the best, right? So people
They buy confidence.
Yes, some people don't have issue with money.
Yeah.
They just want to have the best photographer for their wedding. It's just one time in a lifetime, let's say.
It makes sense,
Hopefully.
eh? And it makes sense also because they're millionaires, billionaires, and they are going to spend. It's the most important day of their life, so they're going to spend the most amount of money for this event.
Yeah.
It's a once in a lifetime event. You don't want to miss it.
Yes, actually, especially wedding photography. I mean, if you do your LinkedIn profile shooting, you can do it again, next
What?
week. LinkedIn
Photos, yeah.
Or actually, you could, but if you have a big job, again, you can pitch it differently. If you like a portraitist and you do like CV shooting, you can say, look, if you don't have the right photo, you will lose the job that you could get at Google.
Yeah.
Actually, so you have bigger deal. It's always about the value that you deliver.
Yeah. So, do you think LinkedIn or do you think portrait photographers will lose their job with this AI that your friend made that can you just upload a photo and you can get any photo you want in a studio, in a wedding, in anywhere?
Well, it's not a friend. I don't know him personally, but it will help the mass to have good photo, I think. All the grandma taking photo of the cat will make it very nice. The cat will be very nice.
Yeah.
But as I said, Annie Levenick, I never remember the name. This is one of the most famous portraitists shooting.
Iconic.
Yes, just like the big brand Messi with Cristiano Ronaldo. That was the shooting for Louis Vuitton, I think, with the chest, before the Mondial, the football thing. Anyway, so that's like big deals. They will not do it with AI, for sure. So the big
So
photographers
only
still-
the specialists and the most professional will have more work, and the middle class.
Yeah,
will,
that's what I think. The gap. I would say if we have to sum up the discussion, that the gap will increase. But also, if you go back to authenticity, for example, if you like a war photographer, because this exists, right? You have to reporter of a war.
Right.
You don't want to AI that. You don't want to use AI to.
Yeah, but you can use a GoPro because a GoPro will be so good then that you could use a GoPro for instance.
But you have to go to the field and you need to tell a story or.
ChatGPT will be able to
Yeah,
do that
okay,
as well.
but then we'll fake it, because ChatGPT for the moment is not connected to internet. Maybe in the future, probably in the future.
No. What I mean is, you have a GoPro, and then it records everything.
Okay.
The whole war, and then you don't want to look at all the war, right? Again, so you send it to ChatGPT. It will choose. So you send it to AI. It will choose the parts. It will add music to it, or it will make photos from it, and it will tell a story.
Good
Maybe
point.
I don't know. Like, how creative can it be? You tell me. You're the expert.
Yeah, I think everything is possible right now, to be honest. The thing is, it will not be in the future. The thing that we need to understand is it's already right now available.
Yeah.
The technology is like GPT-4. There will be GPT-5, 6, 7, whatever, but now it's already so good.
Yeah.
The thing is, first, people don't know how to use it, and also people like entrepreneurs using tech to create startups, they didn't have enough time right now to release. But every day there are new startups releasing nowadays, like funding everywhere about AI. So it's just a matter of time, not about technology. It's already existing now. It's just a matter of time that people like us are building tools for other people.
How can photographers now can make more money with AI?
Let me think.
Think about it.
Okay, I think one of the great things now is just go to Upwork and say, give me X photo, and then I will do like a shooting with AI. And then so you can now do quantity work, right? So you can generate photo for people that don't know how to use this tool, or they don't know the tool, and then you just do for them. So you use tool. Let's say, for example, how can you make more money with AI? It could be you know how to use an application better than someone else.
Yeah.
So you don't have to shoot something, but just edit with AI, for example. So before, if you charge, I don't know, 100 euro for editing one photo, you can charge 20 and make it in 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's probably quantity now.
Right. You can also now, I didn't see any program that lets you select photos yet.
No, this
doesn't exist yet, but
No.
it will. And edit photos for you that exist already. It will. It connects to Lightroom, and it will edit all the photos in your style.
No, that doesn't exist yet.
It does.
It does?
Yeah, it does.
In new style?
In what?
In new
in
style?
your style, yeah. You teach
wow.
it. You teach it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you give it 1,000 photos.
I knew it would exist at some point, but...
It exists already a long time.
Oh, wow.
I will tell you. Yeah, half year at least.
But it's okay, not just like
And it's good.
synchronizing parameter. The video
No,
you can
no,
do
no,
that
no.
with Lightroom since long time.
No. It will go to the exposure. It will. It sees, and
Okay.
that's what I understood. I didn't use it. What I don't like about it is you pay per photo.
Of course.
Why would you pay per photo?
Because they make more money.
Yeah, because they make more money, but it doesn't make
wow.
sense to the photographer because it's just AI. So you can like pay 50 euros a month and you get it. But yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's the same model as my Teddy bot on WhatsApp. I make them pay per message, per token instead of per month, because probably the technology is very expensive. It could be, I don't know. If it's very expensive, it's a safer bet to not having like an unlimited photo editing thing for them to be on the safe side. For example, OpenAI, they have unlimited ChatGPT Plus, but not with GPT-4, just GPT-3. Because it's their technology, so it's very cheap. If you're sure that you can provide the quantity, and even if someone is using them so much, you still make a profit, then it's fine. Otherwise,
I do think I would advise you also to change it to monthly subscription instead of per time, because per time you don't know how it works and it's confusing, and I don't trust it. Also, I don't want it to take money from me. And when you get like $10-20 a month, then it's much simpler. And you do it like ChatGPT, you limit it to 25 per 3 hours, right? So something like that.
Yeah, that's also what's happening with OpenAI, right? So they have this thing, and what also happening with most of the internet provider, like mobile phone carrier. So you have, let's say, 20 gigabytes per month, and just renewing. In Holland, I don't know how it's working in Holland, but you have for your phone data, maybe, I don't know, 10 gigabytes every month. When you run out of data, you cannot use anymore, or you have the slow version, like in Thailand. But then at the next month up, you have 10 again.
I think it's better to monthly is better than per.
Yeah, I will think about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I had an idea also.
Yes.
I had so much ideas when we were speaking, but one of them, you said that a kid will take photos of grandma at a wedding, and she will look fat because it's from under.
Yeah.
I think AI will be able to make a 3D scan of everything real time.
Yeah, true.
And you will not need to take photos. You can just say, okay, I just want this position and this position, and you can.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's actually already possible with, I don't know the technology, to do with objects. So you take a photo like this of the coconut, and then you have the 3D version.
But in the future, I think it will be just a video of everything 3D. You'll be just able to put your camera, oh, he looks like this.
And actually, it's I just tweeted 2 days ago. It's possible with face now. It's not with your face yet, but I'm pretty sure it's a matter of days. Not even months. It's a matter of days. You have a 3D version of your face soon.
Well, I tried it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I managed to do it. Not very detailed.
3 days ago.
3 years ago.
Oh wow! Imagine now.
Imagine now.
Yes.
Yeah, it will have all the skin details. It will have everything. Yeah, and then the only thing I will be scared of is the government and Face ID.
Yeah, that's I don't know what. Really, the thing is, there's so many things that can happen in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, it can go anywhere.
The only thing I can say, you have to accept change and adapt.
Yeah.
Really, that's the thing I have to say. I have a friend. He even created a adaptability score for enterprise, for company, to see how adapt they can be as an employee. You have the IQ test, you have whatever test for Google.
But adaptability is the
highest. I think now it's really important. How can you adapt in change?
Yeah, that's what I say also about entrepreneurs. The best entrepreneurs are the people who can adapt from having no employees to 10, to 50, to 100, right? Adaptations will make you the most successful.
Yeah.
Not IQ,
No, you have to adapt.
Yeah. And also, I believe that humans, in our core, we are good people. We're good people. And so I do believe we want good, and we will fight for good, and we will... I mean, there is also some bad people and bad intentions, but I think in our nature, we are good people. So this is something that keeps me positive about everything.
Yeah, there are more good people than bad people, that's for sure.
I think much more. I mean, 90% than the best 10% or something, right?
Yeah, the thing. Sam Altman, the guy in charge of OpenAI, seems decent. We don't know, right? We don't really know, but he seems the CEO of OpenAI seems okay, guys.
Yeah.
He will try to make his best to not have like a big creation with AI.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah.
I just want to say that don't believe everything that the government is telling you. That's something.
Yeah, for sure.
Say, look,
there's a belief.
You lost your job. Take this money. Maybe think about. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want this money.
Yeah.
You're better off without this money because there will be conditions. I'm here with Surya, an AI specialist that has an agency that helps other businesses implement AI to their industry. How long have you been doing it?
So I've been using OpenAI, the current algorithm, for at least 2 years.
2 years.
And we're into this space with my IT company for the last 3 years doing automation and AI stuff. The name is Deep ID Lab, the IT consultancy.
Okay, cool. Are you open to any projects, or if I have any follower that wants to build something or anything?
Yeah, for sure. They can find me on LinkedIn, on Twitter. That's the two places
You're open.
Most.
You've got the capacity.
Course. And the thing is, you would ask, okay, if we are into a new project and everything, we're into opening the mind to see what's happening, right? So we were more into automation for e-commerce, but now that there is this AI, we built this bot called Teddy on WhatsApp. Yeah. So we will also adapt with the change what would happen. It's like, if you're a photographer, don't be stuck in your mind. Okay, this is my role. I've been doing that for 10 years. I will continue doing that now. No. Okay, look, technology is changing. How can I adapt? Yeah,
the world is changing. Problems are changing. Yes. So every problem needs a new solution, different solution. This is why this is the reason. I actually changed a lot also. I used to be only a photographer at clubs, then festivals, then business events, now weddings, and now I also do videos, so videography, building an agency also, and I'm also now into social media, creating short-form content and education of photography. So I'm involving, I'll be honest with you, I actually got super scared by AI, and that is why also I was thinking like, oh shit, maybe there's no future in photography. I will be safer and I'll go to content creation. Yeah. But it has also been my dream for a long time. So it pushed me to the right direction, to the direction I wanted to be also.
Yeah, you have to adapt and see what's out there.
Yeah, so I'm a bit scared, but it pushed me also to the right direction, with purpose, with more purpose for me. This was my biggest problem. In clubs especially, I make photos, made 200 photos. They 50 of them appears on Facebook for 2 days. They're gone. Maybe an hour actually. No purpose. So now I'm trying to involve and find my purpose.
Yeah, it's important to adapt. Like I remember when for another project we were looking to build a website that was like 10 years ago, right? And the one guy offered us, the guy was like 50, 60, you know, nothing about the age, but he was stuck in his mindset. How we build a website with HTML and stuff really from like past technology. And another person, a young guy, charged something like a low cost for making a WordPress. So when there is something easier to do, don't go in the route like something that you used to do for a long time. No, you have to adapt yourself and see, okay, what are out there. Maybe there are new technology. If you charge per hour during your photo editing and an AI program can do it in half a second, don't charge like 10-hour editing if there is another program doing that the same very much faster.
Charge per project.
The outcome.
Charge the outcome. Yep. All the gurus are saying it. Okay, so what will be the last thing you want to say?
Adapt, see what's out there, and really be open-minded about what technology is coming up. Be confident, it will be fine. Just open up your mind and adapt.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was amazing. I learned so much.
Cool.
Yeah.